There we go. All right, so good Monday morning to you. And sit nice and tall. And we'll practice just a little bit of breathing to get us started. So in yoga, we call breathing techniques pranayama. And it's a way to kind of get more in touch with your physical body because your breath actually moves parts of your body. It massages you. So sit all of your hands on your lap. Just going to hit mute. And as we practice this, I want you just to close your eyes so you can not worry about what you look like, but more about what it feels like. So take just a nice deep inhalation. Feel it come up the front of your body. And as you exhale like a waterfall, feel that exhalation going down your back in a circuit, kind of like a circular motion. So it goes up and down your head to the back side and then back up again on the inhalation. So circular breathing. You're going to inhale from the front side, from the bottom up. And then nice and slow as it exhales, you feel it going down your back to your sit bones. You'll inhale from the sit bones up the front of your body, the torso, sternum, the throat, the face, and then the top of your head. And then it exhales down the back of your head, your shoulders, your spine, and back to your sit bones. So nice and quietly, just envision this circular motion. Breathing up and exhaling down. This kind of oblong shape you're envisioning. Try not to force the breath, but just allow it to come naturally and observe it. Imagine your breath had a color, and you can see the breath coming around you, circling your body. Take 3 more rounds. Feel the expansion on the inhale. That gentle lift of the rib cage. In the exhale, things softening. Good, and when you finish that last one, just blink open your eyes. Take a couple blinks. Then we're going to take the right arm out to the right side, spread apart your right fingers, and then we're going to push it out like we're saying stop away. And then look to your left. So look over your left shoulder as you push out your right palm. Might feel a little stretch in the wrist. The elbow can be slightly bent. It doesn't have to be straight. And now bring your chin back to center. Turn your palm up, and we're going to reach straight up. Right hand reaches to the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. And then take your right hand to your left side of your head and gently just to kind of encourage your right ear to go to your shoulder. As you do that, you can kind of maybe move that left shoulder and drop it down so it reminds it to relax too. Very nice. And then release your hand straight back up. Right hand goes up. And then bring it behind you. And you're going to take the left hand and find your wrist. So you're going to hold it like this or hold onto your shirt. Draw your right shoulder down and lean your left ear to your left shoulder. Big breaths. So trying to release tension in the right side of your neck. Good. Now bring your chin back up to neutral. Release your right hand, and then we're going to take a circle. You can bring your left hand back to your lap. So just take a big circle, finding the range of motion in the right arm. Now notice I'm going forward and then back. So switch it out and go the opposite direction. So as if you're swimming the other way. Good. And now we'll rest that right arm. You can bring your hand to your lap. Relax the shoulders down. And then extend the left arm out to the left side. Push out, so spread your 10 fingers out and you're like saying stop away from you. Now turn your chin to the right. And look over your right shoulder as you push your left hand away. Again, left elbow can be slightly bent, doesn't have to be straight. Try to spread apart your fingers so that wrist and hands are active. And now bring your chin back to neutral. Reach up with the left hand, straighten the left arm, relax your left and right shoulder down. Big stretch up on the inhale, and as you exhale, bring your left hand to the right side of your head and tilt your head to the left, stretching the right side of your neck. Keep breathing. And now release your left hand and slide it behind you. So you're going to tuck the hand behind your back. Take your right hand, find your left wrist. Shoulder blades come closer together and drop your shoulders down and lean your right ear towards your right shoulder, stretching the left side of your neck. And gently bring your head back up to neutral. Release your hands and then draw that big circle in the sky with your left arm. And now circle it in the other direction, unwind. Feel free to smile as you do any of these poses. It does make it feel better. All right, one more big circle around. And then we'll relax the left hand back on your left leg. Sit nice and tall. And we'll just take a moment just to reground ourselves. Feet on the floor, spine nice and long. Inhale and exhale. Now we'll move our hands and point our fingers down with the palms facing our hips. So we're going to inhale out to a T. And then you're going to exhale, press the palms down as if you're moving the air down with you. So it's an inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now take a little bit longer inhale and lead the arms up a little higher. Take a slower exhale. Arms take longer to release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, go a little higher. And exhale. This one's a little higher. And exhale. This one, go all the way up on your inhale, and then turn your hands, palms facing palms, so your hands are up like this. Drop your head down, and let the shoulders relax here. Now, without moving your arms, just look to your right. And then bring your chin back to neutral, and then look to your left. And bring the chin back to neutral. Lower your arms and sweep them behind you and interlace your fingers. So locking the hands back. If that doesn't feel comfortable, hold your shirt. Roll back both shoulders. Lift your head up, so making the neck nice and long. And then tuck the chin back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Push your sternum, your low rib cage forward. So feeling a nice arch in the back and the shoulder blades squeezing together. And then take your right ear to your right shoulder. And then back through center, take your left ear to your left shoulder. And now back through center, keep your arms bound and lean forward. Look in between your feet, keep your back nice and long. Now release your hands to your shins and then fold forward. Allow yourself just to drape over your legs. And then here, you can grab a hold of your elbows if you like, or you can dangle your arms. But take a gentle rock side to side. Mindfully move our body. And this is a big stretch for the muscles that take care of your spine. So be very careful. If it doesn't feel good, back off. All right, now switch you're holding your elbows, switch and release your hands and hold them the other way. Nice job. Now slowly release your hands to your shins and rise up nice and slow. Take your time. Sit nice and tall. Take your right arm out to the right side. Thumbs pointing up. And then sweep your arm behind you. As you do that, look towards the right side of the room. So bring you back your right arm. And now follow your right thumb forward and across your body and over to the left side. As you do that, take your left hand and hold your shoulder, or you can bend the elbow and hold it this way, whichever way feels better to you. But then lift up your head so that the neck gets nice and long and you feel a nice stretch in the shoulder blades. Option to look to the right or straight ahead. And then we'll release your left arm and release the right. Shake out the right hand. And then we'll do the left side. The left arm goes out, thumb goes up. Bring your hand behind you, little twist, look towards your left thumb. Now slowly, mindfully bring the hand forward and then across Use your right arm to either hook the elbow or hold onto the shoulders. And again, think about extending the neck upward, so making the neck telescope up. And then option to look straight ahead or over to the left, getting the stretch in the left shoulder blade. Now gently release and let go. Sit tall again. And then we're going to move through our cats and cows. So hands can stay on the legs. You're just going to slide them forward for the cat and back for the cow. So exhale, tuck the chin in, hands to the knees. And then inhale, hands slide to the hip crease, heart and chest come forward, elbows in towards the ribs. And now mindfully move through a couple of these at your own pace. Breathing and moving through your cat-cow. This is a posture you can do every day, because it is so good for all of the back side of your body and the front side of your body. It gives a lot of good work here. Let's do 3 more. And when you finish, just pause in a neutral spine, close your eyes and take a breath or 2. And see if you can observe if your inhalation is longer than your exhalation. See if you can note that. All right, nice and slow blink open your eyes if they were closed. We're just going to shake out the knees, kind of butterflying the knees. Shake the knees a little side to side. You can roll onto the edges of your feet, especially that pinky edge. When you're in a chair, you can have greater ability to kind of roll on your feet. Just feeling out the bottoms, the soles of your feet. Good. Now bring the knees together and turn your toes so they're pigeon-toed. We're just going to tap the knees. This is reverse Supta Baddha. Supta Baddha is the soles of the feet, so this is reversing it. Now we're just going to hinge forward. Knees kind of coming, even if they don't touch, they're pointing towards one another. Maybe you can feel a little on the outside of your shins. And then lean back, and we'll turn the knees out and the toes out. So now we're in more of that goddess sort of squat. And we're going to take the right knee and lean it forward and then bring it back. Left knee, bring it forward and bring it back. Now, hinge forward, bring your chest forward in between your knees and hold on to your knees to keep your spine flat. Now inhale, bring it back. We're going to do a little push-ups here. So exhale forward, elbows bend. Pushing the knees and out. Back up. Straight spine. Lean into it, knees go out. Inhale, bring the chest back up, shoulders over hips. flat back, and back up. Lean forward, elbows bend. Back up, you're doing great. Keep going. Two more. Lean it in. And back. Last one. Flat back. And back up. Take the right hand to the inside of your right leg. Slide down. Extend your left arm back or hold your left hip. And we'll switch sides. Right hand comes up. Left hand slides down. Right hand to right hip or extend it up. Reach for the inside of your left ankle. And we'll switch sides again. Right arm goes down, left arm goes back. And take your time. We're doing a couple of these too. Just finding when we move and breathe is called vinyasa. We're moving and breathing, reaching, stretching, and it's a balance between effort and ease. You don't want, it's not effort and hurt yourself. Effort and ease. Nice job. Let's do one more on each side. And then we'll pause. Sit nice and tall. Maybe shake out the legs to relax them if they've gotten kind of stiff. And then we're going to come into the side body stretch. So really working the lateral sides of each body. So we'll start by just bringing your left elbow or forearm to your left leg. Reach up and over to the left with the right palm, so making a rainbow. And then we'll switch into the other side. And just move and breathe at your own pace. If it feels good to linger longer and stay for an extra breath or two, you're welcome to try that. And when you feel like you've had enough of this, just bring your hands to your knees and pause, maybe even close your eyes, relax. Feel the kind of vibrations your body is making by moving. That energy creates more energy. Nice and slow, blink open your eyes and lift your heels off the ground. So you can bring the heels up and balance on the toe mounds. And then lower. We'll do a couple of these, lifting and lower, pulsing the legs. This really activates the muscles in our calves and our Achilles. Okay, now we're going to slow it down and bring both heels to the ground. And then bring the arms out to the T. Now we're going to take a twist to left hand forward, right hand back. And then to the other side. Keep your legs steady. And just helicopter those arms. Again, don't forget to smile. All right, next time your left hand goes across to the right, pause here, left hand on your knee. Keep reaching back with the right arm. And just a cross stretch here. And reach back out and helicopter your arms. Now, next time your right arm crosses over to the left, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you, lean slightly to the left leg, drawing, opening the right shoulder. And then back out to helicopter arms. All right, option here. Hands out wide, either to your knees, or you can swan dive and bring your hands down to the floor. If you can reach the floor, go for it. If you can't reach the floor, hold on to your shins. Don't fall out of your chair. And we'll just take a nice wide-legged forward fold. Two more breaths. And then when you're ready, your hands go to your knees if they're not there already. Help you lift up your chest nice and slow. And then we're going to toe heel the feet together. Sit back to maybe the edge of your chair and lift the right foot off the ground. We're going to balance on the left foot. You can hold on to that right knee. And we're going to take it out to the side as we look over to the left. And then look forward, bring the knee in. Knee goes out maybe a little wider to the right this time, and look again over to your left shoulder. And then it comes back in one more time. This time, if you like to add in the left arm, reaching it out, balance on your left foot. Left arm extends, right knee's pulling up and into the chest. And back through center, lower the right knee and left hand. Inhale, lift your left knee up. Open it slightly to the side. And bring it back in. Open it to the side, a little more each time. And back in. This time as far as it'll go to the left. And then if you like to add on, you'll reach the right hand out. Lift your head up so the spine gets nice and straight. Flex your left foot. Active pose. And then bring it all back in. Set the foot down. Good job. Now, if you're sitting on the edge of your chair, this will be easy. We're just going to lean to the back of our sit bones. Bring your feet, both feet together. Knees in and balance. Hovering your feet over the floor. Now touch back down. We do a couple of these. Inhale, knees come up towards the chest. Exhale, feet touch. And just rock and roll. Almost as if you're in a rocking chair. Really gets those lower abdominals. And it builds a little heat. Two more. And then we're going to pause with our feet on the ground. Close your eyes, sit nice and tall, re-ground yourself. So once you move a lot, your equilibrium can get messed up. So I want you just to feel the feet on the ground, the sit bones in the chair, and the spine long. So just kind of make yourself so that you don't feel like you're rocking anymore. If you can, if you're not wearing shoes, I invite you to lift your toes off of the ground and spread them apart. See if you can do that. If you're wearing shoes, this is hard to do. But that lifting and spreading of the toes while the toe mounds stay on the ground. But now, see if you can curl your toes in, almost as if you're kind of like gripping your hands, like your hands could do this, but do it with your toes. Again, will not work if you're wearing shoes, but if you're not wearing shoes, try it. If you're wearing shoes, do your hands instead. And then release your toes, maybe wiggle them. Right, now we're going to move to our standing shapes. So turn to bringing your chair so that your seat is in front of you, not the back. So this part is in front of you. You can see me good. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to step about, if I'm here, my knees are touching the chair, I'm going to step back one step. And we're going to start with our standing lateral stretch. So we're going to press both feet equally into the ground, and your knees are right on top of your hips. Your ankles are right on top of your knees, and your feet are grounded. So we'll inhale the arms out to the side. Big lateral stretch up. Exhale, arms down. Do this 4 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Then exhale. Nice job. Step your left foot to the chair. So right foot's going to stay down. You may want to widen your stance so that your feet have a little bit, almost as if they're on railroad tracks. They're parallel, but they're not close one on top of the other on a balance beam. Start with your hands down by your waist. Inhale, bend into your left knee, bring your arms out. Exhale, lower the arms, straighten the knee. Inhale, bend the knee, arms out. Exhale, straighten the knee, hands down. 2 more. One more. Step back your left foot. Right foot steps forward towards the chair. Widen out your stance, toe heel your feet out if you need to. Start with your hands by your waist. Inhale, bend into the knee, arms out. Exhale, straighten the knee, arms down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Knee goes straight ahead towards the chair. Last one. Now step back, right foot. Okay, we're going to add on to this a little bit. So we're going to step back forward, left foot forward. Bend and toe heel your feet out so you've got some distance. We're going to bend into that right knee and take your hands to the chair. Now, if you can push into that back right heel, see if you can push back. I mean, you may want to scoot that leg back. See if you can bend a little deeper into your left knee. Feeling a nice stretch in the backside. Option is also to come onto your forearms. That might be too much. If it's too much, stay here or stay here. So many options. You just have to figure out which one works for you. Keep breathing. All right, now we're going to steady our upper body and reach both arms to the sky. This is our keeping the bend in the left knee. Virabhadrasana 1 or Warrior 1. Exhale the hands down, straighten the left knee, and then step back, shake it out. And let's do the right side. Step forward, right foot steps forward, left leg's back. Bend into the right knee so the knee cap comes towards the chair. And then bring your hands down. See if you can push back through your left heel. And again, options is to stay with your hands on the side of the chair or come onto your forearms if you need a little more. But breathe. That's the hard part. When you get like feel a little stuck, just breathe through it. All right, when you're ready, we take ourselves back up. Keep the bend in the right knee. Bring the shoulders back over the hips. Reach the arms to the sky. Straighten the right knee. Bring your hands down towards your waist. And step back. Pause for just a breath or two. Good. Now we're going to step back. Left foot is going to go forward, just like we were a second ago. But instead of we're going to keep the hands on the side of the chair. So bend into your left knee. Hold them to the side of the chair, and I want you to lift up the right leg behind you. See if you can bend a little bit into that left knee. So don't lock it out and push back through your right heel. Ooh, that's a good stretch. I definitely feel that in my IT band. All right, nice and slow. Bend left knee, touch down right foot. Ground yourself and then reach back up for the balance. Exhale, straighten the left knee, hands come to the waist. Let's do that one more time this series. Inhale, bend into the knee, arms rise up. Exhale, hands to the chair. As you go to the chair, lift up your back right leg. Bend into your left knee, touch down the right foot. Inhale, arms up. Straighten left knee. Exhale, hands come down. And step your feet together. And let's try the other side. Right foot steps towards the chair. Inhale, arms go up and bend into your left knee. Exhale, hands to the seat of the chair, the side. Push off, lift up the left leg. Slight bend in the right knee. Oh yeah, we're holding this one a little longer because we did for the first one. And they could play around with try to dropping your left hip down some. It feels slightly different. And then very slowly, mindfully touch back the left foot to the earth. Lean back, arms come up for the balance. Warrior one. Straighten the legs, arms come down. Let's try it again. Bend into your right knee, arms come overhead. Exhale, hands to the chair. Lean forward, push off, left leg floats. And bend and touch down. Reach up, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down by your hips. Step your feet together, shake it out. All right, now we're gonna move into some balance poses. So stand just to the right side of your chair. So left hips to the edge of it. All right, so here we are, we're standing nice and tall. And what I want you to do is take your right hand to your right hip. Put weight into your left leg and then lift that left hip and lift your right hip up and down. So just trying to kind of lift, my right foot is hovering off the ground. I'm pulling up my right hip. If this hurts your left hip, don't do it. Very small movements, but boy, they make a big difference. All right, then touch back down, stay nice and tall again. So you felt a little energy moving to the left leg. Now we're just gonna bring the right foot out, just step out that right foot, big toe on the ground. And then we're gonna lean and lift the leg out to the side. Option is to take the right arm up and then touch back down. So using your left hand on the back of the chair, lean and lift. If this is not enough for you, if you want to get bigger, you can actually take your left hand to the seat of the chair and go bigger. Or you can stay up here. The back rest. And again, I might be going too fast for some of you, so you go at your own pace. If you've got something you're pushing your leg into, be mindful. Don't break your furniture at your home. And when you've had enough, we'll just pause and stand nice and still again. And rest. Just rest. So we're going to close this off. Now we're going to put weight into the left foot and just cross your right ankle over. So right ankle on top of left ankle, left hand's on the chair. Reach out with the right arm and then take a side body stretch. Push your left hip away from the chair. Your right hip away from the chair. There you go. And then exhale, lower down. Uncross the legs and shake it out. And then we'll move to the other side. So just position yourself, walk around your chair so that the right hip is next to the edge of the chair. You'll start with just a normal feet kind of grounded, and then take your left hand to just above that hip bone, your pelvis, and put weight into the right, and then see if you can lift up just that left leg, just kind of lifting it. playing around with trying to pull one hip above the other one. Oftentimes I do this standing on a block. Very small movements, but boy, I'm telling you, I feel this so big. All right, when you've had enough, you shake it out. And then we're going into that half moon stretch. Right hand's going to stay on the chair. And you're just going to push out through the left leg. And then you can start to lean and lift. You can also hold on to your left hip, or you can extend the left arm up. And then tap it back down. So just take a couple of these, stretching and playing. Doesn't have to look perfect. And when you've had enough, I'm just going to come back to stillness, standing. Breathe. All right, now we're going to lift up, left foot, cross it over the right ankle. And then we'll take the left arm straight up over your head. Push your left hip out away from the chair. And when you're ready, gently release it. Shake out your arms and legs. And then we'll come back to those inhales and exhales with the arms. Instead of going out to the side like we did a minute ago, we're going to go from the front. So inhale, arms reach out, reach up. And if you like to add in the back, then you can raise back. And then exhale the arms down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. If you want to rise up onto your tippy toes, you can try that one. And exhale. Good job. Come back and have a seat. Go ahead and widen out your knees a little bit wider than hip distance. And we're going to take those Sufi rolls, the rolling around, massaging your sit bones. Nice and smooth movements, as if you're in water and it's just really taking your time to move through it. Now we're going to unwind, so spin yourself in the other direction. All right, come back through center, sit nice and tall. And we're going to take the left arm out to the left side. Bring the left hand to the back of your head. Now we're going to take this elbow, cross it over, and point it towards your right knee. Just point it. You're not going to probably tap it, and then bring it back up. Do 4 more, making it 5. Cross it over, elbow towards knee. Bring it back nice and slow. One more. Release your left hand. Sit nice and tall. Right arm reaches out. Bend your right hand, place it on the back of your head. And then cross your body, point your right elbow to your left knee. And then bring it back. And shoulder blades are working here. Little abdominal twist. One more. Release the right hand. Roll out your shoulders. And now we take our hands, interlace and place them both hands behind your back. And then we're going to do twisting. So left elbow points to right knee, center. Right elbow points to left knee, and center. Very tight squeezes, chin towards chest when you do twist. Hope you're enjoying this. So if you're not, smile through it anyways. Because this abdominal work can sometimes not be the funnest part of it, but boy, is it needed, especially with our balance. I love having core work. All right, when you feel complete, release the hands back to your legs and slide down into a nice gentle forward fold, either hands on the floor or to your knees. Take a couple breaths. Ever so gently, start to lift up your chest. You bring your shoulders back over your legs. Toe heel your feet closer together. And then we're going to stretch the arms out, straighten the legs, taking a nice long stretch in your seat. Legs out in front of you, arms over your head or by your side. Reaching out. Now bring your right knee into your chest, give it a squeeze. And then release the right knee, arms come back overhead. And bring the left knee in and give it a squeeze. And then arms come back overhead. And then exhale the arms down. If you want to stay here for Shavasana, you can. Or you're welcome to come to the floor, a couch, or anything nearby so that you can relax. Make yourself as comfortable as you can get. And silently try to observe your thinking and your patterns in your brain. As things become quiet and still, where do your thoughts go? What kind of inner dialogue do you have with yourself? Just quietly observe it for a few minutes. There once was an emperor from China who had no children, and he needed to pick a successor. Thousands of children across the kingdom came to the palace, and they were surprised when the emperor exclaimed that he was going to choose one of them. He gave them all a seed, and they were to go home to their village and plant the seed in a pot and tend to it for a year. When they returned in a year, the emperor would judge their efforts and choose his successor. There was a boy named Ling who received his seed and returned to his village. His mother helped him choose a pot and some soil to put it into. Ling watered his pot every day. Once a week, the children of the village would get together and compare their plants. After a few weeks, there were signs of life in all of the pots except for Ling's. The weeks passed and Ling continued to water his pot every day. After a few months, the pots really came to life. Some had trees starting to grow in it, some had flowers, some had a leafy shrub, but poor Ling had nothing growing in his pot, leading other children to make fun of him. Ling continued to water his pot every day. And a year passed, and it was time to return to the palace to show what they have grown so that the emperor can choose its heir. Ling was anxious, and his pot still showed no signs of life. What if they punish me, he thought. They won't even know I've been watering every day. They'll think I'm lazy. His mother looked at his eyes and explained whatever the consequences were. He had to return and show the emperor his barren pot. Ling and the other children entered the palace gates. But by now, the plants were looking magnificent, and the children were wondering which one the emperor chose. Ling was embarrassed as the other children looked at his lifeless pot. The emperor came out and started to make his way through the crowd, looking at the impressive trees, shrubs, and flowers on display. The boys puffed up their chests and tried to look regal as possible, hoping they would be chosen as the heir. Then the emperor came to Ling and looked at his pot. He asked him what happened here. And Ling said, I don't know what happened. I watered it every day and it just didn't grow. And the emperor paused and said, I would like to make you my heir. And Ling was very surprised by this. The emperor knew that he gave every child a seed that would not grow. And Ling was the only one with honor, with integrity, to not replant with another seed. So whatever you do in your life, do it with integrity, do it with honor, be truthful, be kind. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. And then gently start to windshield wiper your head side to side, moving your neck. And then make other movements, maybe stretch out your arms or legs. And then bring your hands together, heart center, sit nice and tall. I hope you enjoyed your practice. Thank you so much for being here. May you be happy and healthy and live a life of integrity. Namaste.